On all the days of Chanukah, we say the extra tefillah in Shmona Esrei that begins with the words Al HaNisim. We say it as part of Modim. Modim Anachnu Lach. And then we say Al HaNisim, and we conclude with Va'al Kulam, on all of the things Yitbarach. Furthermore, we say the same tefillah in Birkat HaMazon before we say the words V'al HaKol Hashem Elokeinu Anachnu Odin Lach. So that it's important that the notion of Chanukah is reinforced in the primary tefillot that we say during the day, in Shmona Esrei, on the one hand, and Birkat HaMazon on the other hand. Obviously, Chanukah focuses on the miraculous salvation that Am Yisrael had. And therefore, the tefillah that was most associated with Chanukah became this tefillah called Al HaNisim. And the two brachot that I mentioned before are brachot of Hoda'ah, brachot of thanksgiving. Now, it's important to remember that if you forget to say Al HaNisim in Shmona Esrei, if you forget entirely and you get to the end of Shmona Esrei, then you don't repeat the Shmona Esrei and you don't say Al HaNisim again. Probably because the notion of the Nisim of Chanukah are included in the general statement which begins with the words Va'al Kulam Yitbarach. But we have this feeling that there are miracles happening all the time, and therefore it's not in any way a kind of disallowing or not telling the truth about the days that we are currently in, which are called Chanukah. And so it's important to remember before you daven that there's an extra obligation to say Al HaNisim. In this case, the Sidurim are often guilty because Al HaNisim may be placed in a way that is not prominent and doesn't help us to remember. But it's important that when we go to daven, that we're fully conscious. And fully conscious means conscious of the various obligations that are associated with Shemona Esrei. And that is what we have to do when we daven Shemona Esrei. When it comes to Birkat HaMazon, if you forget to say Al HaNisim, and you went through the brachot, when you get to the part of Birkat HaMazon which includes Harachaman, which is not really, which is an addition to Birkat HaMazon, because it's not contained within the bracha formulation. So you could say this bakasha that is written in most copies of the Birkat HaMazon. It says if you forget to say Al HaNisim, you say Harachamanu Yaselanu Nisim V'Niflaot, that you beseech God to continue doing miracles and wonders. Kemosha Asal Avotenu Bayamim Hahem Bazman Hazeh. And then there's a continuation with a specific reference to Chanukah. But this, of course, is subject to minhagim, and if you have a different minhag, please stick to it. And if you are wondering what your minhag should be, please consult with your local rabbi. In general, again, there's a question on the 8th day, if you're eating a su'udah on Chanukah, you started in the early afternoon, and before you know it, the night has fallen and you're in the 9th night, then Ashkenazim say Al HaNisim Birkat HaMazon, because they go after Tchilat HaSu'udah. If the beginning of the Su'udah was on Chanukah, then Birkat HaMazon includes a mention of Chanukah. But Sfaradim in Eretz Yisrael, and also in America, where there are a lot of Sfaradim, there's a difference of opinion, and those of you who are Sfaradim should consult with your local rabbi.